Hey guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
From Living Light RV to you, Merry Christmas. Hey, you know Christmas Carol with the something of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future?
Oh, the spirit of?
Yes, the spirit of. Yes, that's it. That's how I feel when it comes to Christmas, as it's a merge of all three. Christmas past, oh my goodness, you know, like all of those memories of Christmas all come together. The smells, the taste, the people, the laughing,
all the traditions,
the music,
yeah.
all of the traditions all come together. Christmas present, well, of course, you know, that's the time when it all happens and you're just like, this is awesome. And then there's the Christmas future of, hey, what do you want to accomplish this year? There's presents which are packed with what's going to happen for next year, or what can I do now that I have this gift? You know, all those things all come together. You pull out the garlands and the stockings and all that stuff. You look at the tree and all of, oh, I remember getting that. And, you know, all the ornaments, it's over there. Hey, we're all packed up because we're on the move right now.
Okay, so our Christmas week and holiday week looks very different than this year than it has in the past.
Yes.
When we were in a house, of course, like Kent said, all those traditions happened. I think we did 2 winters in the States.
Yes, we have.
2 winters in the South. One of them was in Palm Desert. All right, let's go see what Mom's got going in her trailer. Okay, Christmas in Palm Springs. I'm liking it. It's pretty nice. And I know a lot of you guys are in Palm Desert right now, and I am a little bit jealous.
Where was the second one?
The second one was Cottonwood RV Park in Arizona, near Sedona.
Yes, that's right.
And Anna came and joined us that
Correct.
time. Yes. So we are...
They were glorious.
Again, if you are in that area, you are blessed, and that is a beautiful location.
Gotta say, when we were in Palm Desert at Christmas time, around that time, we were going to the trees and picking those grapefruits.
Oh, they were so good.
I don't even like grapefruit, and I'm opening these up going, these are amazing.
Yeah, one guy was like, oh, those aren't ripe yet.
Yeah, one of the attendants are like, oh, those aren't ripe yet. Well, tell my mouth.
It was ripe enough for us to eat. It was delicious.
My mouth's like
Anyway, if you're in Palm Desert, go eat those grapefruits and remember us. This Christmas week is going to be super fun, but totally different. We're actually going to be packing up the rig. We're going to winterize it because it's so cold.
Yes.
And we're going to head over to my sister's place and just hang out with the family for a bit. So we are going to kind of talk about cold weather RVing,
yes.
But we are going to show you kind of how we keep it warm. Right now, one of the tips that we'll just give you right now is putting blankets on the windows.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in a newer RV, you have more insulation and it's not as big of a deal. But Bessie is old. How old is Bessie? She's 28?
She is. She's old. She's 2000, almost 30 years old.
Yeah. So her insulation isn't so great. Kind of like us. We get cold when we get old.
Hey, when you say it's going to be cold, well, that's relative.
It is relative. So what I'm talking about is it's going to get down to about minus 18 degrees Celsius at night and up to about minus 7 during the day. Anyway, so we're super excited about Christmas. You guys, Christmas is one of those times
it's glorious,
where it just reminds us to remember, like, the whole point of life and the whole reason for Christmas, of course, is Jesus.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to give you guys a quick... I don't know. Do you want to tell the story of baby Jesus?
Well, I read from...
If you want to read it for yourself...
Isaiah 9 last year.
Okay.
Or maybe I read from Luke.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
If you want to read it for yourself,
amazing.
You can go into your Bible and go to Luke chapter 2. That's the typical Christmas story. And there are different passages and different parts of the Bible that also talk about the time when Jesus was born into this world so that he could be the savior of the world. And
the world has never been the same since.
It hasn't. And I am excited because he's coming again. And I think that is awesome because we have hope for our future.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of times right now, people are feeling a bit hopeless. They're feeling a little bit like they're struggling with that concept of hope for the future with lots of rules happening, lots of governments are changing things. And you know what? Our hope is in Jesus. And so we want to just keep it that way. And we want to encourage you to find your hope in Jesus. If you have questions about what we believe, we don't talk about our faith very often as far as like really obviously talking about it. But we are Christians, and we have a link on our website. If you go to...
About Us, I think.
Yeah, I think that's where it is. Living Light RV.
I'm sure you'll find it there.
LivingLightRV.com YouTube.com/about-us. You can put the link on the video when you edit it. And we just have a couple of videos there that you can watch.
It's a little deeper dive as to what our beliefs are.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
I know it comes out in our life and the way we talk and the things we do and the way we interact.
But if you have questions,
but if you have a question, that's the foundation.
Yeah, or just contact us. The other thing I wanted to talk about in this week's video is when you are full-time RVing and it's a holiday like Christmas, sometimes you can feel sad. We will not be spending any time with our own kids this year.
That's right.
So that is different. I think
that's like some other
that's
RVers.
The first, actually, to have none of our kids in our festivities this year.
Yeah.
So, and I know that a lot of you are struggling with the same situation. So I wanted to give you a couple of tips on how to handle that.
Yep.
Do you have any?
Well, one is make the call. Mm-hmm. Call your mom, call your dad, call your kids.
Yeah. Call your grandkids.
Now, there's always ways different than the actual phone call, and that is whether it's called FaceTime, whether it's called WhatsApp, whether it's whatever that media is. We use that to talk to our daughter who's in Africa.
Yeah, and I would encourage you to try that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like being on a video call. I'd rather just make a phone call. Phone calls are great, and we're thankful for those. But I would just want to challenge you to try a video call. And here's a few tips, okay? So what we're doing right now, when we're talking to you on the camera, we're sitting still. We've kind of set up a little bit of a backdrop and lighting, and well, I mean, we are horrible at lighting.
Yeah, and
but
this is our regular
kind of
house,
formal,
so it's not
right?
like it's a built background.
But when we're chatting with our kids and we use a video call, we have it on our phone.
Yep.
I'll call my kids on my phone, and I usually use Zoom or like Messenger video or Signal video or whatever. And that phone comes with me around the whole house. So if I'm doing my makeup, the phone is in there. I mean,
on the shelf.
The kids have been watching me do my makeup since they were little, so it's a very natural mother-daughter sort of thing to just have the phone propped up on the shelf while I'm putting my face on in the morning. Or if I'm doing dishes, or if I'm cooking, and if Anna is in Africa and she's painting, or if she's having breakfast or whatever, we just kind of have the person with us in our daily routine, and it really is fantastic because it feels like they're right there with you
while we're driving.
Sometimes while we're driving.
Happens too.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
just put a video call on and say, hey, look where we are. And
Yes.
So I would encourage you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit if you haven't done this before, and just, yes, you can do a formal call with, holding the phone and talking to the person. A tip though, okay, 2 tips. Number one tip that I have before I forget to tell you is look at the lens. Don't look at your screen, because if I'm looking at a screen and I look over here, you can see my eyes are looking somewhere else. But if I look here, I'm looking at you. I'm looking into your eyes. So that's just a kind of a tip to help make those connections on a video screen.
I'm almost there. Like, I'm learning
He works so hard at it.
See, the problem with a phone is you see yourself.
Yeah.
And then now you're talking to that instead of talking to you. And my wife is like, Lisa's like, look there, look always there. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm looking. Yes, I'm looking there. I am. Honest. I am looking there.
Honestly, that's a minor detail.
That's
so
one.
Don't let that stop you.
Number 2, don't have the phone down here looking this way on your face. You won't like it
Nobody
that way.
wants to look
No
up
one
your
wants.
nose.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be somewhere in there. And I know that's not as easy to do, but it actually is so much better.
Yeah, and
so
I actually have a little phone holder thing, and I just prop it up. I got it from IKEA, and I just prop it up everywhere, like on the counter or whatever, so that I don't have to hold it the whole time.
There you go.
The other thing you can do is especially if you have grandkids, and they might not want to just sit there and talk to grandma on a video, but you could be part of their life by asking your daughter or your son to put you on an iPad and just have the iPad with them. If they're playing Legos on the floor, or if they're running around or whatever, just be there. You could read a story to them, those kinds of things. I think it's important to connect with family is what we're saying. So,
and we're not
do whatever it takes.
Promoting a brand here. We're
just whatever, a tablet, whatever. Yeah, just because then it's a bigger screen for the kids to see you on and whatever. Yeah. But you guys, I hope you find fantastic ways this Christmas to just connect with your family, connect with your loved ones, and spend time with friends. If you're in an RV park, get to know some people, have a turkey dinner together. It's a cool time.
The old jingle, reach out and touch someone. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly. Because it fills your soul, and it helps to, I don't know. I guess it just helps to not be so lonely during the holidays, because I know it can be a lonely time for some people. So, yeah.
And I like to reminisce. So I'll be looking at
Mr. Nostalgia.
Look at where we went this year. There. Look who we met. There. And then Lisa will be like, "Come on, it's time for dinner. Everybody's there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I get into the present.
And
soon.
Christmas is a good time to reminisce. All right, you guys, we are going to see you on January 7th. So we're taking next week off completely. We're just going to hang out with our family. We're just going to relax and spend time together.
Is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on January 7th. It'll be a live stream. We're excited about that. We can talk about the season. We can talk about the weather. We can talk about
how cold
Yukon still.
It gets. You know what
happens?
You
want to talk about.
In Canada, when it gets cold, water turns from liquid to solid, and you have to be careful with that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which is why right now we're going to go winterize the rig.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, take care. Have a very Merry
Christmas. Very festive Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year, you guys.
Yahoo.
Go grab life by the tail, and we'll see you on January 7th. Take care.
Take care.